Good day and welcome to our physical education class. Together, we will explore knowledge and skills that will help you and your family develop a lifelong habit of physical fitness and wellness. In this module, we will talk about the nature and background of futsal. Before we begin, let us answer your pretest. I want you to analyze the pictures below and guess the hidden answer by combining the pictures to form a word or words. Good job! Before we proceed to our next lesson in physical education, let us recall our past lesson. Fact or bluff? Read carefully the following statements below. On the blank before each number, write fact if the statement is true, and write bluff if the statement is wrong. Very good! Futsal is a ball sport played on a hard court, smaller than a football pitches, and mainly indoors, played between two teams of 5 players each. It came from the Spanish football sala or football de salon, and from the Portuguese football de salao. During the sport's second World Championship held in Madrid in 1985, the Spanish name football sala was used. Since then, all other names have been officially and internationally changed to futsal. Let us go back to the history of futsal. Futsal started in 1930 when Juan Carlos Seriani, a teacher in Montevideo, Uruguay, created a version of indoor football for recreation in YMCAs. This new sport was originally developed for playing on basketball courts, and a rulebook was published in September 1933. Seriani, writing the rulebook, took as an examples the principles of football, the possibility to touch the ball with every part of the body except for the hands. And he took rules from other sports too. From basketball, the number of team players, 5, and game duration, 40 actual minutes. From water polo, the rules about the goalkeeper. From team handball, for the field goal and sizes. His goal was to create a team game that then adopted also at the international level. Now, let's talk about the basic rules and regulations of futsal. There are two currently governing bodies, the AMF or the Association Mundial de Futsal and the FIFA, Federación Internacional de Fútbol Association. The AMF and the FIFA are responsible for maintaining and regulating the official rules of their respective versions of futsal. Number of players. There are 5 players for each team in the field, one of them as a goalkeeper, and a maximum number of 12 players that can be used each match. Substitutions are unlimited and on the fly. A match may not start if either team consists of fewer than 3 players. The match is abandoned if one of the teams have fewer than 3 players on the pitch. The pitch is made of wood or artificial material or similar surface. Although any flat, smooth, and non-abrasive material may be used. The length, the minimum is 25 by 16 meters or 82 feet or 52 feet. The maximum is 42 meters by 25 meters or 138 feet by 82 feet. It must be rectangular and marked with lines. The two longer boundary lines are called touch lines, and the two shorter lines are called goal lines. It is divided into two halves by a halfway line, which joins the midpoint of the two touch lines. The center mark is indicated at the midpoint of the halfway line. A circle with a radius of 3 meters is marked around it. The penalty area. Two imaginary lines of 6 meters in length are drawn from the outside of each goal post and at the right angles to the goal line. At the end of these lines, a quarter circle is drawn in the direction of the nearest touch line, each with a radius of 6 meters from outside of the goal post. The area bounded by these lines and the goal line is the penalty area. The second penalty mark. A second mark is made 10 meters from the midpoint between the goal posts and equidistant to them. The corner arc. A quarter circle with a radius of 25 cm from each corner is drawn inside the pitch. The goal is a rectangular goal positioned at the middle of each goal line. The inner edges of the vertical goal posts must be 3 meters or 9.8 feet apart, and the lower edge of the horizontal crossbar supported by the goal posts must be 2 meters or 6.6 feet above the ground. Nets made of hemp, jute, or nylon is attached to the back of the goal posts and crossbar. Time. There are 2 periods of 20 minutes with time stopping at every dead ball. Between the 2 periods, there is a break of 15 minutes. Each team may use 1 timeout per half, which lasts 1 minute. Some lower leagues and tournaments use a 24-minute period with a running time. The ball. For ages 13 and up, the size is 4 with a circumference of 62 to 64 centimeters or 24 to 25 inches. The weight is between 400 to 440 grams or 14 to 16 ounces at the start of the game. Drop from a height of 2 meters or 6 feet and 7 inches, the first rebound must not be lower than 50 centimeters or 20 inches or more than 65 centimeters or 26 inches. Referees. For international matches, there must be 2 referees. The first referee is positioned on the touchline near the timekeeper table and communicates with the timekeeper. The second referee is in the opposite side of the field, typically watches over the goal lines, assists the primary referee with calls on fouls or plays. The timekeeper table. There is a timekeeper and a third referee who controls the team's benches. In minor events, the third referee and the timekeeper are not used. Substitution. The maximum number of substitutes allowed is 9. FIFA changed in 2012 with unlimited substitutions during the match. Substitutes can come on even when the ball is in play, but the player coming off must leave the field before the substitute can enter the playing field. The kit is made up of a jersey or shirt with sleeves, shorts, socks, shin guards made out of metal, plastic, or foam, and shoes with rubber soles. The goalkeeper is allowed to wear long trousers and a different colored kit to distinguish themselves from the other players on the team and the referee. Jewelry is not allowed or other items that could be dangerous to the player. Fouls are penalized with a direct free kick, penalty kick, or indirect free kick. Accumulated fouls. A count is kept of fouls penalized with a direct free kick or penalty kick in each time period. When a team commits a 6th accumulated foul, the opposing team is awarded a direct free kick out the wall on the second penalty mark. Direct free kicks count as accumulated fouls. A direct free kick is awarded for kicking, tripping, charging, jumping, pushing, striking, tackling, holding, spitting, and deliberate handling. Penalty kick is awarded if any of the above offenses is committed by a player inside his own penalty area, irrespective of the position of the ball, provided it is in play. Indirect free kicks is awarded to the opposing team if a goalkeeper commits any of the following. 1. Controls the ball with his hands or feet in his own half of the pitch more than 4 seconds. 2. After playing the ball, he touches it again in his own half of the pitch after it has been deliberately kicked to him by a teammate without an opponent playing or touching it. 3. Touches the ball with his own penalty area after it has been deliberately kicked to him by a teammate. And 4. Touches the ball with his hands inside his own penalty area after he has received it directly from a kick-in by a teammate. Indirect free kick is also awarded to the opposing team if, in the opinion of the referees, a player 1. Plays in dangerous manner in the presence of an opponent. 2. Impedes the progress of an opponent. 3. Prevents the goalkeeper from releasing the ball from his hands. 4. Commits against teammate one of the 9 offenses penalized with a direct free kick if they are committed against an opponent. And 5. Commits any other infringement not previously mentioned in any other law, for which play is stopped to caution or dismiss a player. The start and restart of play. At the beginning of the match, a coin toss is used to decide who will start the match. A kick-off is used to signal the start of play and is used at the start of the second half and any periods of extra time. It is also used after a goal has been scored, with the other team starting to play. After a temporary stoppage for any reason not mentioned in the laws of the game, the referee will drop the ball where the play was stopped, provided that, before the stoppage, the ball was in play and had not crossed either the touch lines or the goal lines. If the ball goes over the goal line or touch line, hits the ceiling, or the play is stopped by a referee, the ball is out of play. If it hits the ceiling of an indoor arena, play is restarted with a kick-in to the opponents of the team that has last touched the ball, under the place where it hit the ceiling. For our wrap-up, I want you to complete the statements below. Here are the answers. For your valuing, I also would like you to complete the statements below. Job well done, and congratulations! Thank you for listening, and I hope that you learned something from our session today. Always remember to please be safe. I will see you next session. Goodbye!